Good day, viewers. Welcome back to yet another exciting episode. I'm surely back with a bang. My name is Micheline Navatisis, and today we will bring you the news as per usual and the weather and tides. And we'll be speaking to the SRC president or SRC member rather of the IUM International University of Management right here at the coast. Eluid Mwaamenange will be telling us about the importance of living in a healthy environment. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. And now, time for our news. Guide your career. Now, the Erongo annual career, which took place in the beginning of the month, it took place at the Multipurpose Center in Mondesa. Now, this event attracted over 2,000 learners from various high schools in the Erongo region and over 20 exhibitors from different organizations and institutions, which allowed recruiters who participated to connect with strong candidates outside of the electronic hiring process. This was a platform for networking beyond career expos. Institutions of higher education have recognized the value of fostering more frequent interaction between employers and learners, as well as offering local businesses the opportunity to develop an ongoing presence on their campuses. Yvonne Sharivanka, Senior Education Officer of the Directorate of Education, Arts and Culture, said that this exhibition is meant to create awareness among the learners about different careers and equally present the opportunity to discover career options and get more information. The career exhibition is structured in a way that has a component of practical exposure to the world of work, as well as opportunities ranging from scholarships, bursaries, or attachment programs. Panel discussions will be hosted to talk about issues involving the youth, such as teenage pregnancies on a girl child's career and effects of substance abuse, or rather that were the topics that they were talking about. Michael Jimmy, who delivered the keynote address on behalf of the Erongo Governor Neville Andre, said that these gatherings are important platforms in partnering with employers to host information sessions, workshops, employer trips, as well as an online career management system to connect employees and learners. Moving on to our second story, child labor on the rise. In sub-Saharan Africa, child labor numbers rose by more than 15 million from 2016 to 2020. There are now more children in child labor in sub-Saharan Africa, 86.6 million, than in the rest of the world combined, 74.4 million, with the majority working on family farms. This according to the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, which added its voice to renewed calls for an end to child labor in agriculture at the 5th Global Conference on the Elimination of Child Labor that took place in South Africa last week. Child labor overwhelmingly occurs in agriculture, a sector that accounts for more than 70% of child labor worldwide, the organization said. An estimated 112 million boys and girls work long hours and often perform hazardous tasks in the sector. Child labor such as voluntary and forced agricultural work like cattle herding and others is not always reported in Namibia. The COVID-19 crisis exacerbated the situation. Child labor often filled gaps in agriculture production due to movement restrictions or compensated income loss within families. Moving on to our third and final story for the day. National Schools Netball League relaunched. The Capricorn Group Schools Netball League has relaunched after it was halted for 2 years due to the pandemic. This National Netball League carries the official endorsement of the Namibia School Sports Union, known as NSSU, and is regarded as the official national school league for netball in Namibia. Marlies Horn, Group Executive, Brand and Corporate Affairs from Capricorn Group, emphasized the group's stance on supporting sport codes in Namibia. Also present at the launch was long-serving NSSU National Coordinator Solly Dekker, as well as other team representatives. He thanked Capricorn Group for its contribution to school sports and was especially pleased with the sponsorship towards women's sport. A total of 16 schools, 47 teams with around 450 players ranging from age groups under 12 to under 19 will compete for the national title of the Capricorn Group Schools Netball League 2022 winners in their respective age groups. The games began on 20 May in Windhoek and will continue throughout June, July, and August for this year. Games will also be played in Swakopmund and Otjiwarongo, and the playoffs will be hosted on 19 and 20 August in Windhoek. Stay tuned.
In Business 7, you get news on current economic, financial, and business matters in Namibia. The weekly show features interviews with experts and in-depth analysis of burning issues in a way that caters for ordinary Namibians and business connoisseurs alike. We crunch the numbers that matter, decipher statistics that shape Namibian lives, discuss smart money, and explore the impact of global development locally. Money makes the world go round, so catch us on NTV, oneup2.com, and the Facebook platforms of the Namibian Sun, Republikane, Algemeine Zeitung, and Namibia Media Holdings. For news-related or advertising queries, please contact B7 at synergy.com.na.
Hello viewers, I'm joined by Eluid, who is part of the members of the SRC at IUM. How are you doing, Eluid?
No, I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Can you just tell us a bit about the campaign? How do you guys feel about doing this social responsibility to the community?
We are feeling good because remember that as a university, we are a social institution. So what we do is that we serve the community. Of course, we don't only produce graduates who are gonna work and to go serve the community, but we also come in and just partake in program in the community. Okay. As you might know that litter is a problem, not only in towns, but many even in rural areas. So we just then come up here in the community, clean up, and then also we are not only cleaning up, you can say I have plastic bags here. So we spoke to the street vendors and all the people that we find in our way. We tell them about the importance of living in a healthy environment, a clean one. And also those who do not have plastic bags, we decided to give some of them so that at the end of the day they have this information, because many people perhaps do not understand why it is very important for us to live in a healthy and clean environment.
Okay.
Yeah.
And looking at our environment currently, do you think that there's still more campaigns that are needed, more cleaning campaigns that are needed?
Yeah, I'm convinced that we need to do more in terms of cleaning up the environment, because as you can see there, it's very dirty. And even our people, you go through the houses or even the street vendors, just on their sites, you can see rubbish that is there. So now a lot need to be done through maybe information, giving to the people, education as well on the importance of us living in a clean environment. Things like all other diseases, so they like where there is dirty. So that means we need to speak to these people so that we can inform them why it is very important for them to live in an environment that is so clean.
Okay.
A lot need to be done in that regard.
Okay. And do you guys believe that you're making a difference in the community with this cleaning campaign that you guys are busy with today?
Yes, I think we are making a difference because we spoke to a lot of street vendors and also people that we met in our ways. So we gave them information as to why they should clean up their own environment. And by doing that, so we feel like we are contributing to information providing that will lead to behavioral change of our people. So we feel like we are doing enough for them at least to have information and know that there is this university that does not only focus on education or providing education at campus, but we can also go as far as the community, reach out to the people, give the information. I think we are doing quite well.
Okay. And finally, any message that you'd like to share with the viewers in terms of the importance of a clean environment?
Well, to our viewers out there and a lot of Namibian people is that all we need is to clean up our society. So if you want to live a healthy life, we need to live in a clean environment. So that means we need to clean up our environment. So at the end of the day, by doing that, so we won't have a lot of health-related problems. So hygiene is something very important, need to be taken serious. And this starts with us by changing our behaviors and by knowing that only if I keep my environment clean, then I'm contributing to the cleanness in our own society. So people need to take it serious so that at the end of the day, we live in a very clean environment.
Okay. Thank you, Eluid.
Okay, you're welcome.
As a University of IUM, we come up together with an idea of cleaning up the environment and also educating them as they are observing us doing this. They will also learn that it is important to keep the environment clean. So for me, as I understand it, it's also nice to the students, like to the kids who are at home, seeing us cleaning. They will also understand that it's nice to keep our environment clean. And also, therefore, the people who are also serving, the vendors, they will also try to correct, to either to keep a box somewhere where they can put their rubbish and so on. This will also lead them to a clean environment, also for them to attract customers, because customers buy at a place where it's clean.
Good afternoon, guys. My name is Bianca Makali from the Junior City Council of Homersby, as well as the Vice Chairperson of Dynasach. So this is how I study best. I study best with flashcards, as well as a few days prior or before my exams. If you feel like this method is suitable or will work for you, then you can use this. Thank you.
And now for your weather. Sunset at the coast will be at 26 minutes past 6 on Tuesday, and sunrise will be 28 minutes to 8 on Wednesday. Walvish Bay will have a maximum of 23 degrees Celsius on Tuesday, and for Wednesday a minimum of 13 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 23 degrees Celsius. A 11 northwest wind will prevail. Swakopmund will have a maximum of 22 degrees Celsius on Tuesday, and for Wednesday a minimum of 13 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 22 degrees Celsius. A 9 northwest wind will prevail. Antis Bay will have a maximum of 21 degrees Celsius on Tuesday, and for Wednesday a minimum of 13 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 21 degrees Celsius. A 9 north-south-southwesterly wind will prevail. Arandas will have a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius on Tuesday, and for Wednesday a minimum of 14 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius. A 13 north-northwesterly wind will prevail. Usakas will have a maximum of 32 degrees Celsius on Tuesday, and for Wednesday a minimum of 10 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 32 degrees Celsius. A 9 north wind will prevail. Karibop will have a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius on Tuesday, and for Wednesday a minimum of 8 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius. A 9 north wind will prevail. And lastly, Omaruru will have a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius on Tuesday, and for Wednesday a minimum of 6 degrees Celsius and a maximum of 31 degrees Celsius. A 7 north wind will prevail.
Platts Amir is a landmark on the coastline of Namibia, a home to quality shops and quality restaurants, a select variety of fashion and food retailers, as well as banks, not to mention the pier with 36 luxury apartments and entertainment for the whole family. Find us at corner of Tabarat and Albatross Street, Vineta North, Swakopmund. Call us on 064 462 242. Visit platsamir.com.na or at Platts Amir on Facebook. Platts Amir, enhancing your coastal experience.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, welcome to another exciting edition.
Unfortunately, we've come to the end of our episode for today. If you'd like to read the stories I read and many more, please visit our website on www.erongo.com.na. I repeat, www.erongo.com.na. You can also send us a text message to contact or to rather talk to us on 011 7040. I repeat, 011 7040. We are also on oneup2.com for all our online channels, so head over to oneup2.com. I repeat, oneup2.com. We also are on DSTV channel 285 for DSTV and channel 94 for GoTV. I repeat, channel 285 for DSTV and channel 94 for GoTV. If you'd like to send us an email for tips, please send your emails to newstips@erongo.com.na. I repeat, newstips@erongo.com.na. From myself and from the chatty, it was a lovely time chatting to you. We'll see each other again next time. Stay safe.